social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
And just like that, everybody, we are back. We're back in the building. We're here again. Real quick, y'all, just down in the comment section, read this title to yourself. Just read to yourself, boys and girls. Because you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, you know what we're about to do. We're going to talk about Fani. I just got a question for you. Who is shocked? Come on, we knew this was going to happen. Fani Willis caught red-handed hiding records. Legal group and House GOP demand details on her collaboration with Democrats on J6 committee. Congressman Jim Jordan mounts a fresh push to compel the disqualified district attorney to open them books. Let's be honest. Who is shocked by this, y'all? Come on. In the chat, if you are really surprised that Fani Willis is being called out about not giving up all of the files, all the goods, all the deets, let me know down in the comments below. Appreciate you. The district attorney of Georgia, Fulton County, to be exact, Fani Willis is facing fresh pressure. Fresh pressure. I like that. That could be the name of an album. Fresh pressure. This week from Republicans on Capitol Hill to open the books on her troubled racketeering case against President Trump and 18 others. The House Judiciary Committee, controlled by Republicans, issued a series of letters to Ms. Willis's staff soliciting information, testimony, and documentation about any collaboration between the district attorney's office and House J6 committee, which handed up criminal referrals against Mr. Trump and other officials for alleged election interference in the 2020 election, which seems like 1,000 years ago if you think about it. Like, dang, 2020, that was before the pandemic went nuclear. Oh my gosh. If she fails to comply, a subpoena could be in the offing. In the offing? Interesting. What is the offing? Okay, I don't know. I was thinking offering, but like, what is offing? I have to look that up afterwards. Miss Willis wrote a memorandum to the chairman of the J6 committee, Congressman Benny Thompson. Congresswoman Liz Cheney was the other leader, requesting records relating to the tribunal's investigation. That request included recordings and transcripts of witness interviews and depositions, electronic and printed records of communications, and records of travel. The J6 committee findings made their way into Special Counsel Jack Smith's indictment of Mr. Trump and prosecutors' final report that projected confidence in a conviction. For months, Ms. Willis has been resisting the efforts of the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, Jim Jordan, to investigate her ties to the now disbanded J6 committee, which Mr. Jordan and his fellow Republicans oppose as an instance of legislation overreach. In February, Ms. Willis wrote to Mr. Jordan. I think it's funny how they're now no longer referring to them by their positions. It's Miss Willis and Mr. Jordan, that his investigation ignores centuries of precedent about the limits of congressional power and tramples over fundamental principles of state sovereignty and federalism. Ms. Willis calls Mr. Jordan's attempt to bully her a complete waste of your time and accuses him of being confused as to the oath of office to which he was sworn. So you confused, she said. Okay, Jim. She calling you out, Jimmy. What you got? Ms. Willis, though, is the one who has repeatedly been found to have acted crosswise with the law. In December, the Georgia Court of Appeals disqualified her from the racketeering prosecution against Trump, holding that this is the rare case in which disqualification is mandated and no other remedy will suffice to restore public confidence in the integrity of these proceedings. The bias for that disqualification was Ms. Willis's secret romance with her special prosecutor, Mr. Nathan Wade. Miss Willis's office paid Mr. Wade more than $650,000, and the pair traveled together to holiday destinations like Belize, Aruba, and Napa Valley, all while he was employed by the Peach State to secure convictions of Mr. Trump and his Camaria. Okay, shout out to the Sun. They're throwing me some words today I have not heard or seen before. I'm gonna have to look this one up too. Maybe we'll look it up at the end, do like a little book study. The trial judge, Mr. Scott McAfee, reckoned that Miss Willis's behavior emitted an odor of mentate and was legally improper. For the life of me, I still don't understand why he didn't do the right thing. Judge McAfee, though, declined to disqualify Miss Willis. He determined that Mr. Wade's resignation was enough to cure the impropriety. The Court of Appeals adduced that Miss Willis was lying when she testified that the relationship with Mr. Wade began only after he was hired. Oh man, did they say lying? Wow, they're using the hard words up in here. The appellate court found that the romance tainted the period when she was exercising her broad pretrial discretion about who to prosecute. Ms. Willis has appealed her disqualification to the Georgia Supreme Court, which possesses the discretion to hear the case or leave the disqualification ruling intact. I do think that's going to be so interesting. I cannot wait to hear what they're going to end up doing with that little bit of information. Do they kick it? Do they declare dead ball, or do they, run afoul and then redo it? Who knows, man? Because can you imagine Fani Willis sitting around for another 3.5 years, please forgive me, waiting to try to prosecute Trump until he gets out of office? Or her ramping up the attempt to retry him as he's ending the prosecution, but that only as he's ending his term, as if that would impede the next president if JD Vance runs. I get all the drama that would come from this. And by then we would be 8 years past the 2020 election. She has, in 2 separate lawsuits, been ordered to pay more than $75,000 in attorney's fees for violating Georgia's Open Records Act. These violations involve formal records requests made by conservative legal groups, Judicial Watch, that pertain to the same correspondence of the House J6 committee that Mr. Jordan is eyeing. The possibility looms that Miss Willis could face a court-appointed special master to supervise her compliance with the records request. They're gonna put a hall monitor on you. They're gonna put a hall monitor on you, Fani. They're gonna say, "Look, we gotta get the special master to come look at it because you can't do right, Fani. You're just not gonna do right. We gotta go send you back to training." Goodness gracious, I'm sure that's got to feel like that. There's somebody in your office that's going over saying, "Hey, I want to look at all your records. I will determine what needs to go and what doesn't need to go." That's got to feel some kind of way. Man, that's got to feel like you're getting put in the penalty box. Judicial Watch, in a statement provided to the Sun, argues that Fani Willis was caught red-handed hiding records. We're asking the court to appoint special master because Willis simply can't be trusted to come clean. Miss Willis argues that the court filing that the appointment of a special master in an open records case is not provided for by the statute, unprecedented under the law, and overly intrusive. Just do what you're supposed to do then, Fani. You can write these very eloquent responses that just do the right thing, girl. Good gracious. Take the eye off of Georgia. Come on. The preceding judge in that matter, Robert McBurney, indicates that he will consider such an appointment depending on the volume of records that need to be inspected. Ms. Willis is also facing investigation at the local level. Republicans in the Georgia State Senate first subpoenaed the district attorney in September, a summons that she has been working to quash in court. Fani, oh my gosh. I can see her having a really bad summer. I can really see her having a tough summer. Yeah, this is going to get bad. Fulton County courts, though, have found that Miss Willis' arguments for evading a subpoena can be characterized as absurd and have determined that her invocations of various species of privilege strain to reach the reach of those protections. Shout out to Hoffman over here, man. Hoffman, you dropping that language on us here. Mr. Hoffman is an associate editor of The Sun, where he covers politics and culture. He holds a PhD from Harvard and a law degree from Stanford. Shout out to him. You got your boy over here wondering what the word offing means. And camaraderies or whatever it was they said about Trump's co-defendants. I'm pretty sure that's what it probably means, co-defendants. I'm pretty sure of it. Right. Matter of fact, let's jump on over here and see. Let's see if we're right. All right. Share this tab. All right. Offing is a noun. So first one, of course, is the part of the deep sea seen from the shore. But here it is. The near or foreseeable future. Okay. In the offing. I've never heard of that before. Shout out to him. Okay. And the other word was, I have no idea how to pronounce that. All right. Let's see how they pronounce it.
Camarilla.
Camarilla. Okay. So Camarilla. So Trump and his
Camarilla.
a group of unofficial, often secret and scheming advisors. A cabal. Okay. Camarilla. Okay. You got to use Camarilla in a word today, in a sentence today. Your kids are forming a Camarilla to try to get ice cream instead of Brussels sprouts. I don't know. That's pretty wild. But let's just be honest, though. Let's go back to Fani. Who really, truly is surprised? Who's surprised that she's being accused of hiding the records? This is stuff that we kind of saw this coming. We knew this was going to happen. We knew Fani wasn't going to be able to do this. So shout out to her, Fani and her Camarilla. We're going to find out what happens moving forward, everybody. But thank you for being a part of the DWC, Camarilla. And in the offing, see that you like this video, that you comment down below what you thought about this, as well as, are you shocked? Are you really shocked? Let me know down in the comments below. I will definitely go check it out. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.